Economedes Jaguars facing off against the Edinburg North Cougars hosting tonight's game. First pitch is set to be here in just any minute at 7 o'clock. You see the Edinburg North Cougars warming up right now. Pitching tonight for Edinburg North will be number 13, Joel Limon. And now stepping to the plate for the Economedes Jaguars is going to be number 9, Emmanuel Benavides, for the first pitch of tonight's game here in the first inning in Edinburg, Texas. Benavides now at the plate for the Jaguars. That first pitch from Limon falls into the dirt for ball number 1 on the first pitch of the game, the opening pitch. And we're going to get ball number 2 to follow. So now a 2-0 count for Benavides, still at the plate, as Limon's still waiting for the first strike of the night. Benavides looking to swing at that one, not going to swing at it. Able to hold back just enough for ball number 3. So now a 3-0 count. Limon has an opportunity here to end the ball streak or to send Benavides to first base. As Benavides walks his way to first base, that's going to bring on number 11, Andrew Luna, for the Economedes Jaguars, who now have a runner on first, no outs, and a clean count. First pitch to Luna is going to be a strike. So Limon gets the first strike of the night, and he had to wait till pitch number 5 to do it. So an 0-1 count early for Luna. Limon with a slight advantage. As Luna's going to bunt that straight to the pitcher, hitting it to first, and that's going to be out number 1 for the Cougars, as Benavides was able to advance to second base. So that's going to put a runner on second for Economedes. A clean count, but 1 out. Now stepping to the plate for Edinburg Economedes is going to be number 5, John Paul Ureste. And that ball is going to be just a bit high for Ureste for ball number 1. Edinburg North hoping to close out the losing streak, 6-game losing streak here. Hoping to end it tonight. As for Economedes, they're looking for their first win in district play, and it could come tonight. Both teams evenly matched up here on the diamond. Still a 1-0 count for Ureste. Limon focusing most of his attention at second base. And Ureste is going to hit that off straight to right field. Going to fall just a bit short. That's going to advance a runner from second to third. And that's where Benavides will reside, there at third base. So a base hit's going to put a runner on first and a runner on third for Edinburg Economedes. Still 1 out. Now up next, heading to the plate, is going to be number 1, Dalis Hernandez, for the Jaguars. Just a bit off of the strike zone for Hernandez. That's going to be ball number 1. On deck for the Jaguars is going to be number 20, Christian Morales. As that's going to go into the air and is going to foul that one for strike number 1. So now a 1-1 count for Hernandez. Going to put ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. A runner on first and third. As Limon's going to face his attention to first base, which we're going to be where Ureste's at. Not able to get him out, back on the mound, facing his attention back to Dalis Hernandez, who's in a 1-1 count right now. And Hernandez is going to hit that one off, going straight to center field, splitting center and the shortstop. And Benavides is going to round first for an RBI for Dalis Hernandez. And now a point goes on the board for Edinburg Economedes. So now they're going to have a runner on first and a runner on second. Still working with 1 out for Christian Morales, number 20, who's next at the plate for Edinburg Economedes. A swing and a miss for strike number 1. Morales was hoping to send that one out of the park. A 1 count, now a 1-1 count, as that was just a tad bit high for Morales. On deck for the Jaguars will be number 2, Jose Luna. And that next pitch is going to bring on ball number 2. So now a 2-1 count for Morales. As Limon throws it a laser to second base. Second baseman wasn't able to get there to get the out. So he's going to walk back to the mound with a 2-1 count, facing off against number 20, Christian Morales still. Morales working with the runner on first and second. We'll see if he can make any good of that. As he hits that one going straight to center, that's going to be out. As the runners go back to their base, hoping not to get an out. And that's going to be 2 outs. Don't know exactly what happened there, but that's going to do it for the first inning. Economedes is able to get up on the board early, 1-0 against the Edinburg North Cougars. We'll be right back bringing you the bottom of the first here with Real Sports Live. I'm Brandon Guzman, and stay tuned.
That ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
It down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Baez in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Baez, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first here with Real Sports Live in Edinburg, Texas. Batting next will be the Edinburg North Cougars. Number 5, Jovan Bernal. Pitching tonight for the Economedes Jaguars is number 9, Emmanuel Benavides. And that first pitch is going to fall for strike number 1. So an 0-1 count early for Bernal as he steps back to the plate. Already down by 1 against the Jaguars. They were able to score in the last inning. As we have strike number 2, so now an 0-2 count. One more perfect pitch by Benavides. And that's going to send Bernal back to the dugout and bring on number 13, Joel Limon, the pitcher tonight for the Cougars. Last pitch was a foul ball, not going to mean nothing on the board. Still an 0-2 count. As that falls into the dirt for ball number 1. So one pitch goes Bernal's way. Still a long way to go. As he's in a 1-2 count. And Bernal's going to sail that one right into the sky. Second baseman's there for it. He's going to let the right fieldman get it, and that's going to be out number 1. So Bernal heading back to the dugout, bringing out number 13, Joel Limon, for the Edinburg North Cougars. That's going to go for ball number 1 on the first pitch to Limon. And strike number 1 follows. So now a 1-1 count for Joel Limon. As that one falls into the dirt for ball number 2. Limon selling that one right into the air. First baseman says he got it, and it falls right into his glove for out number 2. So 2 outs now for the Cougars as Limon heads back to the dugout. That's going to bring on number 17, Carlos Acosta, for the Cougars. Acosta working with 2 outs, no runners on. Not the situation he'd hoped to be in when he stepped to the plate. But you don't always get what you wish for. Let's see if Acosta can change the tide here for the Cougars in the bottom of the first, as that first pitch goes into the dirt for ball number 1. And that pitch falling right into the glove of the catcher, not having to move a muscle. That goes for strike number 1. So now a 1-1 count for Acosta as he prepares for the next pitch from Benavides. And he's going to send that sailing towards left field. We'll see who got it, center fieldman or the left fieldman. And it's going to fall into the glove for out number 3. We got to take a look at that replay before we go to commercial break. You see Acosta sailing that one up. Almost caught by the center fieldman, but fell into the glove of the left fieldman. And that's going to send us to our commercial break here with Real Sports Live. We'll be back with the top of the second, and the Jaguars up next to bat.
Piece of cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Here at Arkham Comics, we specialize in vintage comics, figurines, collectible cards, posters, DC, Marvel, Image, Top Cow, Dark Horse, and anything that really caters to comics.
And we're back here, Real Sports Live, top of the second. Edinburg Economedes up next to bat. It's going to be number 2, Jose Luna. Didn't have a chance to get to the plate last inning. Here's his opportunity to start off the second. Up early, 1-0 over the Edinburg North Cougars. First pitch is going to sail right behind the fans for foul ball number 1 and strike number 1. So that's going to start off Luna with an 0-1 count. Next pitch, going to hit it straight to the ground. Error by the third baseman, and he's going to beat the ball to get to first, and he's going to be safe. So now a runner on first. And sorry about the camera issues. We're going to get that resolved as soon as possible. But up next to bat for the Jaguars is going to be number 10, Noah Montano. Montano working with a runner on first and a clean count, no outs. As he's going to foul that one right behind the fans for strike number 1. Luna with a base hit on the last at bat for the Cougars. We'll see what Montano can do here. Next pitch going and fitting perfectly into the catcher's glove for strike number 2. So now Montano stuck in an 0-2 count, a runner on first. No outs. We'll see if he becomes the first here in the second for the Jaguars. As Montano's gonna take a quick break, reset for the next pitch by Limon. On deck for the Cougars, or the Jaguars, will be number 6, Marcos Martinez, and umpire is gonna give that strike number 3, as Montano wasn't able to bring the bat back in time. So now number 6, Marcos Martinez, heading to the plate with 1 out and a runner on first. Limon looking for the runner at first, trying to steal second, unsuccessful to get him out as he focuses his attention back at the plate, facing off for the first time against Marcos Martinez for the Jaguars. Martinez able to hit that one going to second, unsuccessful, and he's going to stay safe. So that's going to get a runner out. That's going to be number 2 heading back to the dugout, Jose Luna. And that's going to get Martinez to first base. So a base hit, sacrificing one of his own for out number 2. And now at the plate is going to be Eric Gano, number 24 for the Jaguars. Gano working with 2 outs, a runner on first. As that first pitch falls into the dirt for ball number 1. A swing and a miss for Cano is going to give him the first strike. So now a 1-1 count, 2 outs and a runner on first. We'll see if Eric Cano can change the tide here just a bit. And that's going to be strike number 2. Escano was looking to step into that last pitch and swing it out the park. Second. He thought twice about it. Didn't go in his favor as he's in a 1-2 count now. We'll see if Limon can send him to the dugout and bring his Cougars on to the plate. But he's going to hit Cano right in the shoulder. And it's going to walk him to first. So a runner on first and a runner on second for Edinburg Economedes is going to bring on number 9, Emmanuel Benavides, and that's going to reset the count for the Jaguars. So Cano being able to get walked to first is going to reset the count. Benavides with 1 out, with 2 outs. A runner on first and second is going to sail that straight for the shortstop. Let's see if any confusion happens, and that's going to be out number 3 by the center fieldsman. He's going to catch that, and that's going to switch it up once again at the plate as both teams head to the dugout, switching it up on the sides. That's going to send us to a commercial break here with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned because we'll be here with you for the bottom of the second.
But we have many soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Visit RGV Hometown Pharmacy and Natalie's Gifts and more. We are dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and patient care. See us today to experience the RGV Hometown Pharmacy difference. Let our family take care of yours. Call 956-496-2093.
Back here, Real Sports Live, bottom of the second, Edinburg North now stepping to the plate. It's going to be number 12, Jacob Baez. Still at the mound for the Jaguars is going to be number 9, Emmanuel Benavides. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike number 1 for Baez at the plate. On deck for the Cougars is going to be number 14, Jaime Gonzalez. A swing and a miss for strike number 2. Baez now in an 0-2 count. Big hitter here for the Cougars. You see the outfield backing up, ready for the ball in case he gets one to land. And he's going to sail that right over our heads for a foul ball. They're going to try and get it. Falling, no good. It's going to be a foul ball. Not going to matter here on the scoreboard. Still an 0-2 count. Baez now back at the plate, trying to regroup and focus on this next pitch by Benavides. And that's going to foul it off once again. So not going to matter on the board, an 0-2 count. And into the dirt for ball number 1. So Baez now a 1-2 count. Baez going to hit that off straight to the third baseman. Umpire's going to call him back for it as Baez steps back to the plate. Still a 1-2 count. That's going to be ball number 2. So now a 2-2 count for Baez after starting off in an 0-2 count. Slowly crawling back so he can have an opportunity to get to first. And he's going to have that opportunity here. If Benavides messes up this next pitch into the dirt or out of the range of Baez, he'll be heading his way to first instead of the dugout after starting in an 0-2 count. He's going to foul that once again, so that's going to go straight to the net right behind him. Not going to matter. Still a 3-2 count. And Benavides is going to hit Baez right in the shoulder. And that's going to send him to first. You can hear the north dugout. Excited for that one. So that's going to put a runner on first for the Cougars. Reset the count. Now number 14, Jaime Gonzalez, is going to be stepping up to the plate for the Cougars. Gonzalez working with a runner on first, a clean count, no outs. We'll see what he can do here. This at bat for the Cougars is he's going to sail that one straight to left field all by himself. And that's going to be out number 1 as Gonzalez goes to the dugout. Coming to the plate is going to be number 16, Adam Castro. Castro next up to bat for the Cougars. Runner on first, 1 out, and a clean count. We're going to get strike number 1 off of the first pitch. A swing and a miss for strike number 2. Now it's Castro who's in an 0-2 count. Just the same way Baez was, and somehow he ended up at first. We'll see if Castro has the same type of luck as his teammate. Hoping not to be the second out here in the bottom of the second for his Cougars. A swing and a miss, and that's going to send him back to the dugout for out number 2. Now stepping to the plate is going to be number 3, Mario Morales, for the Edinburg North Cougars. As that falls into the dirt for ball number 1. Baez not going to even think about running to second to try and steal that base. And that's going to fall right into the hands of the shortstop for out number 3. And that's going to take us to the top of the third now here with Real Sports Live. Edinburg Economedes able to get the third out as they step to the plate next here with Real Sports Live. So stay tuned because we got you covered.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And we're back with Real Sports Live, top of the third. Edinburg Economedes up next to bat. It's going to be number 11, Andrew Luna, at the plate for the Jaguars. Still pitching for the Cougars is going to be number 13, Joel Limon. And the first pitch is going to fall into the dirt for ball number 1 here as we enter the 3rd inning in Edinburg, Texas. Luna's going to call for a quick break as he fixes his glove and resets as he now steps back into the batter's box, waiting for the second pitch from Joel Limon. And that's going to bring strike number 1. So now a 1-1 count for Luna. No runners on, no outs. A swing and a miss is going to give him strike number 2. So 2 back-to-back strikes is going to bring up a 1-2 count for Luna. As that's going to be foul ball number 1. Not going to matter on the scoreboard. Still a 1-2 count. Luna stepping back to the plate, waiting for his definition of a perfect pitch from Joel Limon of the Cougars. We'll see if he gets one of those tonight. Fouling it once again. Still at a 1-2 count. As Luna's able to hit that off straight to the shortstop. Can he beat the ball? And he's going to beat it. As he's going to race back to first. And that's where he's going to reside. So a base hit for Andrew Luna is going to bring on number 5, John Paul Ureste for the Jaguars. Ureste working with a runner on first. No outs and a clean count. And that's going to be ball number 1. So now a 1-0 count. First pitch for Ureste. So he waits for a different play call from the coach. And we're going to have a stolen base at second. So Luna able to steal second off of a missed opportunity, a missed bunt there. That's going to give him strike number 1. So a 1-1 count for Ureste. Catcher wasn't able to get the ball in time to second base with good accuracy. And now the umpires are going to talk it over to see if they're going to leave Luna at second or send him back to first. Either way, it's going to be a 1-1 count for Ureste, still at the plate. And they're going to send Ureste back to the dugout as he was still in a 1-1 count. Not sure why, but they're sending Luna back to first. So it was going to be 1 out for the Jaguars. And now stepping up to the plate is going to be number 1, Dalis Hernandez. As you see the coach for Economedes is talking it over with the refs, trying to see what's going on or why they gave him the out. Looks like they all came to an agreement, and the coach for Economedes understands what the call was. I still don't, but that's all right. It's going to bring on number 1 to the plate for Edinburg Economedes, Dalis Hernandez. Hernandez working with a run on first and 1 out and a clean count. On deck for the Jaguars will be number 20, Christian Morales. Hernandez already with an RBI. That first pitch is going to be a swing and a miss for strike number 1. And strike number 2 is going to follow. So a quick 0-2 count for Hernandez. Joel Limon at the plate on his game for the last 2 pitches. We'll see if he can keep it up for a third. If he does, it's going to send Hernandez back to the dugout and bring on Christian Morales. And that will be out number 2 for the Jaguars. As Hernandez is going to foul that one to the fence. Not going to matter on the board. Still an 0-2 count. It's going to stay the same. As Limon's going to focus his attention to first base, not able to get the runner out. And I'll walk back to the mound to focus his attention back to Hernandez. And the umpire is going to give us ball number 1. Cougars were hoping for strike number 3. Weren't going to get it. Still a 1-2 count for Hernandez as he's able to hit that one off, splitting first and second, shortstop with an error, and that's going to be a base hit. So now a runner on first and second for the Jaguars. And Christian Morales, number 20, stepping to the plate. That probably could have been a double play there for the Cougars if the shortstop was able to field it correctly. Not in his favor. So the Jaguars still working with 1 out. And a runner on first and second for Christian Morales. We'll see what he can do here. Morales going to bunt it, hoping to advance runners from second to third, as he's going to sacrifice himself, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Jaguars. And that's going to bring on number 2, Jose Luna. All Luna needs is an RBI. And if he's able to get it here, this at bat for himself, he's going to score a couple more here for his Jaguars. And Luna's going to hit that one straight to the left fieldman, and that's going to be out number 3. So that's going to do it here for the top of the third. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third with Real Sports Live. I'm Brandon Guzman. Stay tuned because we got you covered.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, bottom of the third. At the plate for the Cougars is going to be number 24, Aaron Gonzalez. As that first pitch from Benavidez is going to fall for ball number 1. So 1-0 count early for Gonzalez. And ball number 2 is going to follow. So a 2-0 count early for Gonzalez. Only 2 more of the same pitches. And he'll be walking to first. We'll see if he gets that. As that's going to fall right into the glove of the catcher for strike number 1. So now a 2-1 count for Gonzalez. And he's going to sail that one right behind the stands for foul ball number 1 and strike number 2. So now an even 2-2 count for Aaron Gonzalez as we enter the bottom of the third. And that's going to be floating just a bit high out of his range for ball number 3. So a full 3-2 count for Aaron Gonzalez, number 24 at the plate for the Cougars. We'll see which way Benavidez sends him, to the dugout or to first. And that's going to fall into the ground for ball number 4. And that's going to walk Aaron Gonzalez, number 24, to first base. Now up next at the plate for the Cougars is going to be number 10, Gilberto Inohosa for Edinburg North. Inohosa working with a runner on first, no outs, and a clean count. That first pitch to Inohosa is going to be a foul ball. And that's going to go for strike number 1. We'll see if the Cougars can enter some points on the scoreboard here in this inning, as we're in the bottom of the third, as they're still scoreless. Economedes is able to score 1 in the first and haven't been able to score 1 since. We'll see if the Cougars can change the tide of the ball game. As Benavides is looking at first, not able to get the runner out, and his attention is going to focus back here at the plate for Gilberto Inohosa. Still an 0-1, a 1-1 count now, excuse me, for Inohosa. Inohosa is sailing that one up. First baseman looking to get it out. That's going to fall on the roof of the dugout for the Jaguars. That's going to be a foul ball and strike number 2. So 1-2 count now for Inohosa. Stepping back into the batter's box. We'll see what Benavides does. And Inohosa is going to foul that one again. Not going to matter on the board, as he's still stuck in an 0-2 count. And that's going to fall into the dirt, and Inohosa is going to have ball number 1. So now a 1-2 count. That's going to go straight, and that's going to be out number 3. So strikeout number 1 for Manuel Benavides and the Jaguars, and that's going to bring on number 5, Jovan Bernal, and the count's going to reset. The lineup's going to reset for the Cougars. So Benavides got his first strikeout of the night. We'll see if he gets more of those. Still a runner on first for the Cougars, 1 out. And Bernal at the plate. We're going to have a runner stealing second, and he's going to slide, and he's going to be safe. So Aaron Gonzalez able to steal second, as Bernal is in a 1-0 count now with 1 out and a runner on second. Coach for the Jaguars is going to give his pitcher some motivational words, tell him to refocus and get loose and try and come out of here with the W. Benavides with his attention focused back at the plate with Jovan Bernal. We'll see what he can do here. As that goes into the dirt, even the catcher picks up a little bit of dust for ball number 2. So a 2-0 count here for Bernal. And Bernal is going to sail that right into the sky, trying to split left and center. And left fieldman is going to catch that with ease for out number 2. So as Bernal heads back to the dugout, it's going to bring on the pitcher, number 13, Joel Limon, for the Edinburg North Cougars. Limon working with 2 outs and a runner on second. We'll see if he can do anything here to get his Cougars back on top. And Limon's going to sail that one straight to left field. Left fieldman trying to get it out. Unsuccessful. Wasn't able to beat the ball. And that's going to be a foul ball and strike number 1. No one count for Limon. We'll see what Benavides can do here. Looking at second base, he's going to go back to first. And we're going to get strike number 2. We'll see if Emmanuel Benavides can close it out here on this next pitch or in the coming pitches. And take us to the top of the 4th. And that's going to fall onto the dirt for ball number 1. So Limon in a 1-2 count. As we're going to have a foul ball, but that's not going to matter on the scoreboard. Still a 1-2 count for Joel Limon. As Benavides walks back to the plate, doesn't like that ball, is going to switch it out with the umpire. Aaron Gonzalez still at second, able to steal second. And the last at bat for the Cougars, while Bernal was there. And Limon's going to foul that one out as he's in a 2-2 count. Not going to matter again. Benavides still hasn't been able to get Limon out after he was in an 0-2 count. Done that multiple times with a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for strike number 3. As Benavides made me eat my words there. That's going to be taking us to the top of the 4th here with Real Sports Live. Emmanuel Benavides with his second strikeout in 3 innings. We'll be right back here with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned because we got you covered.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Baez in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Baez, try a Texas-sized cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Baez in Harlingen.
And we're back here at Real Sports Live, top of the fourth at Edinburg North High School. Jaguars up next to bat. That's going to be number 10 for the Jaguars, excuse me. Noah Montano. First pitch fell into the dirt for ball number 1. And that second pitch is going to follow for ball number 2. So a 2-0 count early for Montano. Montano's able to hit that straight to the shortstop. Another error by the shortstop. And he's going to get him out for out number 1. A quick reaction right there by number 10, Gilberto Inohosa. We'll take a look at that replay. We'll give it to you all on full screen. Wasn't able to get the error right there by Inohosa, but nonetheless, he was able to beat Montano to first. So now up next to bat's going to be number 6, Marcus Martinez. As that's going to go for strike number 1. Marcus Martinez is going to give us a 2-1 count now. And ball number 3 is going to follow. So a 3-1 count now for Martinez, hoping for another ball. Send him to first as he's working with just 1 out. And a 3-1 count. We'll see if this next pitch goes in his favor. And that's going to go straight to the dirt. Martinez knew it was, so he's going to walk his way to first. And that's going to reset the count for number 24, Eric Cano, for the Jaguars up next to bat. First pitch, Secano is going to be a bit high for ball number 1. And the coach is going to pull him aside for a quick speech. And there goes the Edinburg North coach, going to go to the mound with Limon and the catcher. And the first baseman's going to follow. So we'll be right back after a quick timeout here with Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it.
So we're back here after a quick timeout. Gano in a 1-0 count as he drills that to the bullpen for a foul ball and strike number 1. So Gano working with a 1-1 count and a runner on first here at the top of the 4th. Still up 1-0 over the Edinburg North Cougars. Gano's going to foul that one off. We'll see if the catcher gets there in time, and he does for out number 2. And Gano's going to be heading to the dugout, and that's going to bring out number 9, Manuel Benavides, to reset the lineup here for the Jaguars. So Benavides facing off against Limon once again, as he works with 2 outs, a clean count, and a runner on first. That first pitch is going to be a ball, so a 1-0 count now. Benavides looking to swing at that one. Gonna think twice about it. Goes in his favor for ball number 2. So now a 2-0 count for Manuel Benavides at the plate for the Jaguars. A runner on first and 2 outs. Hopeful not to be the 3rd. If he's able to escape Limon. Up next is going to be number 11, Andrew Luna. But a swing and a miss is going to give him his first strike for a 2-1 count now. We'll see if Benavides can change the tide for his Jaguars, trying to put some more points on the board here at the top of the 4th. And Benavides is going to sail that one. Center fieldman dropping back. And it's going to be caught for out number 3. And that's going to do it here for the top of the 4th. Up next to bat is going to be the Edinburg North Cougars, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned because we got you covered here with Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
Here at Arkham Comics, we specialize in vintage comics, figurines, collectible cards, posters, DC, Marvel, Image, Top Cow, Dark Horse, and anything that really caters to comics.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rodrigo Vegas and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the fourth now. Up first to bat for the Cougars is going to be number 17, Carlos Acosta. That first pitch is going to go for ball number 1. So a 1-0 count early. As Acosta is going to sail that one straight up into the sky and going to fall into the glove of the third baseman, not able to get it. And Acosta is going to have a one-base run. We'll see if he can advance to second as he wasn't paying attention. A couple of errors right there by the second baseman and the third baseman. Acosta had an opportunity to go to second base. Wasn't paying attention to get there. So that's going to put a runner on first for the Cougars. It's going to reset the count now for number 12, Jacob Baez. Baez in his last at bat was able to escape an 0-2 count and get to first, but unable to put points on the board for his Cougars. We'll see if he can change that here in this inning as we enter the bottom of the fourth. As he's going to drill that one straight left, and it's going to be a foul ball for strike number 1. Baez in an 0-1 count after fouling it out. It's going to give him strike number 1. We'll see if Benavidez gives him another opportunity to hit the ball here. As Baez is going to call a quick little timeout as he steps back into the batter's box now. And he's going to sail that right over the head of the third baseman, getting to left field. And that's going to be a base hit. Advance the runner from first to second. And he's going to take himself to first base. So now a runner on first and second for the Cougars. As Jaime Gonzalez now steps to the plate next for Edinburg North. We'll see what he can do with 2 runners on. A clean count, still no outs. Now we're going to get ball number 1. We'll see what Gonzalez can do with an 1-0 count. Run on first and second as that falls into the dirt for ball number 2. Right into the glove of the catcher for strike number 1. Now a 2-1 count here. That's going to be fouled off for strike number 2. The runners from first and second tried advancing. They're going to be jogging their way back to the base they were originally at. As Jaime Gonzalez is still at the plate with a 2-2 count. Still no outs. We'll see what Benavidez does here on this next pitch. If he makes it a full or if he sends him to the dugout. Now Benavides and his catcher are going to be exchanging a couple words, trying to draw up a game plan here. As Jaime Gonzalez is in a 2-2 count. And they're up by 1. We'll see if this next pitch that they drew up just there between the mound and the plate works here. And that's going to be strike number 3, and Gonzalez is going to head his way back to the dugout and bring on number 16, Adam Castro. So another strikeout there for Benavides, his 3rd of the night. Still a runner on 1st and 2nd for Adam Castro. A clean count, 1 out is what he's going to be working with. And a swing and a miss is going to be strike number 1. As the catcher wasn't able to field that correctly, that's going to be ball number 1. So now a 1-1 count for Adam Castro. As Castro's going to sail that right between center and right. And the right fieldman's going to catch that for out number 2. So Castro now heading back to the dugout. Still a runner on 2nd and 1st. And now Mario Morales is going to head to the plate, hoping to be the saving grace the Cougars needed to get them on the board. If Morales is able to escape Benavides, it's going to bring on number 24, Aaron Gonzalez, who's on deck for the Cougars. And that's going to hit Morales right in the side of the stomach. And that's going to walk him to first. So it's going to be loaded bases, 2 outs, a clean count, and Aaron Gonzalez is going to be stepping up to the plate now for the Edinburg North Cougars. We'll see if Gonzalez is able to hit one out of the park, send it straight to the junkyard that's right next door. That first pitch is going to go for a ball, so ball number 1 now. A 1-0 count. As that falls into the dirt for ball number 2. Ball number 3 is going to follow, so a 3-0 count for Aaron Gonzalez. Benavides at the mound, trying to regroup and refocus. One more ball, and it's going to bring in a runner, and the Cougars going to be on the board to tie the ball game. And that's going to be strike number 1. So now a 3-1 count for Gonzalez. A swing and a miss is going to be strike number 2. And Benavides an opportunity at his 4th strikeout with bases loaded, facing off against Aaron Gonzalez in a full count. The bases are full and the count's full. We'll see what this next pitch brings us here. A swing and a miss, able to get it off, just grazing the ball. It's going to be a foul ball. Not going to matter on the scoreboard. Still a full count, 3-2. 3-2 count, full count, bases loaded. And that's going to be strike number 3. So an opportunity for the Cougars, and they weren't able to capitalize. And that's going to send all the Cougars, all 3 Cougars on base, back to the dugout. And that's going to send us to the top of the 5th here with Real Sports Live. We'll be right back with you.
Visit RGV Hometown Pharmacy and Natalie's Gifts and more. We are dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and patient care. See us today to experience the RGV Hometown Pharmacy difference. Let our family take care of yours. Call 956-496-2093.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We're back here, top of the 5th, Real Sports Live. Brandon Guzman at the mic, Eduardo Guzman on the camera. Up next to bat for the Jaguars is going to be number 11, Andrew Luna. With the Jaguars' first at bat here in the 5th inning, it's going to be strike number 1 off of the first pitch. So, Joel Limon for the Cougars getting the first strike against Andrew Luna. We'll see if he continues here. Luna's going to call a quick timeout on himself as he steps back into the batter's box ready to face Limon in an 0-1 count. Hinting a swing, not going to swing it. It's going to go for ball number 1. His second guess paid off. So now a 1-1 even count here for Andrew Luna. As that falls into the dirt for ball number 2. On deck for the Jaguars is going to be number 5, John Paul Ureste. As Luna's going to sail that one right to center field. Center fieldman not able to get it. Going to go straight towards the wall. Getting close. And Luna's going to reside at second. A 2-base hit there. It's going to put a runner on second for the Jaguars. We'll take a look at that replay. Getting the end of it there is going to send Luna to second. So now focusing back to the plate is going to be number 5, John Paul Ureste. As he's working with no outs and a runner on second here in the 5th inning. Still up 1-0. Last score for the Jaguars was in the 1st inning. Haven't been able to score since. We've been scoreless since the top of the 1st. Now here at the top of the 5th. As Limon was focusing his attention to Luna there at second, not able to get him out. We'll see if he steps back to the mound, goes back to Luna, or focuses his attention back at the plate for John Paul Ureste. As we're going to get strike number 2. So an 0-2 count for Ureste. Limon, an opportunity to get a strikeout here. As he's able to get a swing off of Limon straight to the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 1. Ureste heading back to the dugout. That's going to bring on number 1, Dalis Hernandez for the Jaguars. Hernandez stepping to the plate with the runner on second and 1 out to work with. On deck for the Jaguars is going to be number 20, Christian Morales. That's going to fall into the dirt for ball number 1. Hernandez at the plate with a 1-0 count and 1 out and a runner on second. A swing and a miss is going to get strike number 1 on the board. So now a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. 1's across the board here for Dalis Hernandez. As Hernandez is able to get that off straight to left field. And that's going to advance from second to third. Andrew Luna. And that's going to be a base hit there for Hernandez. As that puts a runner on first and third now for the Jaguars. Now heading to the plate is going to be 20, Christian Morales for the Jaguars. Coach for Edinburg North is going to be stepping to the mound with a timeout. Going to rally the infield. As we're going to be switching pitchers here. Limon's going to be done for the night. Now stepping to the plate is going to be number 19. Pitching the rest of the innings here for the Cougars, Miguel Martinez. So we'll be right back after Martinez gets his warm-up pitches here with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned because we got you covered.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey!
So here we are back in the 5th inning, top of the 5th. A runner on first and third for Christian Morales. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. As the Cougars switch pitchers, is now number 19, Miguel Martinez at the mound. And his first pitch is going to be strike number 2 for Morales with a 1-2 count. Hopeful not to be the second out here of the inning for the Jaguars. And that's going to be a ball. Oh, excuse me, that's going to be strike number 2. So we're in an 0-2 count. Forgot to reset the count myself, my bad. I apologize. So now Morales is stuck in an 0-2 count. Facing off against Christian Morales. And that's going to be an error by the catcher, so that's going to bring in Andrew Luna for another score. And that's going to advance a runner from first to second. So that's going to put a runner on second for the Jaguars and put another point on the board. Christian Morales still at the plate with an 0-2 count. Excuse me, a 1-2 count after that last ball. That falls into the dirt for ball number 2. So a 2-2 even count now for Christian Morales. Stepping back into the batter's box for the Jaguars. We'll see if Miguel Martinez is the one to change the tide here for this Jaguars offense. Trying to slow him down just a bit. As that's going to be strike number 3 and out number 2. And that's going to be the first strikeout here for Morales as he steps onto the mound new here for the Cougars. Now stepping to the plate is going to be number 2, Jose Luna for the Jaguars. Luna with a clean count and 2 outs to work with as he calls for a quick timeout. Stepping back now into the batter's box. As Martinez is going to look back at second base. Not able to get the runner out. That's actually number 1 at the mound, Dalis Hernandez for the Jaguars, who's at second base. That first pitch to Luna is going to fall into the dirt for ball number 1, so a 1-0 count. And ball number 2 is going to follow, so a 2-0 count now for Luna. And a runner on second. In a good position here not to be the next out for his Jaguars. A swing and a miss is going to bring him his first strike for strike number 1. So now a 2-1 count for Jose Luna at the plate for the Jaguars. If Luna is able to escape Martinez, it's going to bring on number 10, Noah Montano. If not, we're going to be switching sides here and head to the bottom of the 5th as that goes for ball number 3. And they're here playing cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry. And they're finally going to get him out. It took the whole team to get there. And we're going to be heading to the bottom of the 5th here with Real Sports Live. Brandon Guzman on the mic. We'll be right back with you.
America has as one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
And he throws it down.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, Edinburg, Texas. Edinburg North High School, as they are now up to bat next in the bottom of the fifth. That's going to be number 10 at the plate, Gilberto Inohosa for the Cougars. First pitch is going to be a ball, so a 1-0 count early for Inohosa. Still facing off against number 9, Emmanuel Benavides. A swing and a miss is going to give him strike number 1 on the board. So now a 1-1 count for Gilberto Inohosa. Cougars currently down by 2 over the Economedes Jaguars. We'll see if they can make a comeback here in the 5th. If that ball flies straight up in the air, you got the third baseman going for it, and it's going to fall right in his glove for out number 1. So that's going to do it for Gilberto Inohosa, and that's going to reset the lineup here for the Cougars. Jovan Bernal now headed back to the plate, facing off against Benavides for probably the 3rd or 4th time, maybe the 5th. Bernal working with 1 out, no runners on, and a clean count. As that ball goes a bit high out of his range for ball number 1. Bernal looking to swing there, able to bring it back in time, as maybe he's thinking right now in his head that he should have swung it. That's going to be strike number 1 regardless. So now a 1-1 count, 1's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. That's going to go for strike number 2. So a 1-2 count for Bernal. Benavides looking to get another strikeout here. He already has 4 on his name. And that's going to fall just a bit low, a bit too late for ball number 2. So a 2-2 count for Bernal. Benavides still an opportunity here to get his 5th strikeout of the night. A swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for out number 2. And strikeout number 5 here for Emmanuel Benavides. Now stepping to the plate for the Cougars is going to be number 19, Miguel Martinez. Martinez subbed in for Joel Limon in the last inning there for the pitcher. So now he's at the plate to bat next, and that's going to go for ball number 1. So a 1-0 count for Miguel Martinez as he faces off the first time against Emmanuel Benavides. As that ball goes straight to the dirt off of the catcher's body, it's going to be ball number 2. So a 2-0 count now for Martinez. 2-0 count for Martinez. 2 outs to work with and no runners on. A lot different story than the last inning, the last opportunity the Cougars had, as they had full bases. And that's when Benavidez earned his 4th strikeout. Able to get out Aaron Gonzalez. As that ball goes a bit high for ball number 2. One more ball, and Martinez is going to be walking his way to first. We'll see if Benavidez lets him do just that. And that's going to go right to the dirt, and Martinez is going to be walking his way to first base with ease. Benavidez unable to throw a strike there. That's going to put a runner on first for the Cougars. Now stepping to the plate is going to be number 17, Carlos Acosta for Edinburg North. As we're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Miguel Martinez. It's going to be number 4, George Oyervides. He's going to be subbing in for Miguel Martinez there at base number 1. But now it's going to be Carlos Acosta at the plate facing off against Benavidez. As Benavidez looks to first base trying to get him out. Unsuccessful. Umpire is going to call him safe. Benavidez is going to throw strike number 1 with an 0-1 count, facing up against Carlos Acosta. And Acosta is going to get a hit off of Benavidez going straight to center field. And that's going to be out number 3. So that's going to switch positions once again, taking us to the top of the 6th. Edinburg Economedes still up 2-0 over the Edinburg North Cougars. We'll be right back here with Real Sports Live with the top of the 6th. Stay tuned because we got you covered.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Baez in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Baez, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Baez in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000.
And we're back here with Real Sports Live here in Edinburg, Texas, top of the 6th. Edinburg Economedes now up next to bat. That's going to be number 10 at the plate, Noah Montano. As the coach for the Jaguars and the umpire having a little discussion right behind the plate. And we're ready to play ball here, entering the 6th inning for the Economedes Jaguars, looking to put some more points on the board. They were able to score 1 in the last inning. Let's see if they can repeat that once again. Noah Montano facing off against Miguel Martinez for the first time tonight. And the first pitch is going to go for strike number 1. So an 0-1 count early for Montano. He's the first at bat here in the 6th inning. Strike number 2 is going to follow. Martinez not wasting any time here in the 6th inning. On deck is going to be number 6, Marcos Martinez for the Jaguars. If no, Montano is able to escape this 0-2 count. A swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike number 3, and another strikeout there for Miguel Martinez. Now coming to the plate is going to be number 6, Marcos Martinez. So Martinez at the mound and Martinez at the plate. We'll see which Martinez wins this little matchup. Both facing off against each other for the first time tonight, as that goes straight into the catcher's glove for another strike. 4 strikes in a row here for Miguel Martinez. A swing and a miss for strike number 2. And that's going to fall just out of the strike zone for Marcos Martinez at the plate for the Jaguars for ball number 1. So now a 1-2 count here. 1 out, no runners on. And back low, almost hitting to the dirt for ball number 2. So a 2-2 even count from Marcos Martinez. On deck will be number 24, Eric Cano for the Jaguars. And that's going to be strike number 3, and Marcos Martinez is going to be heading back to the dugout. So back-to-back strikeouts there for Miguel Martinez. Is going to bring on number 24, Eric Cano. And we're going to get strike number 1. Martinez on fire, entering the 6th. We're going to get a foul ball, but that's not going to matter. It's going to be strike number 2. So now an 0-2 count for Eric Cano. As Miguel Martinez wanted to switch the ball out. He's going to be heading back to the plate, to the mound, and now Eric Cano stepping into the batter's box with an 0-2 count and 2 outs. A swing and a miss is going to do it for a quick 3 strikeouts. 3 batters at the plate for the Jaguars, and all 3 of them went back to the dugout, not able to get a hit off. If it was a hit, it was a foul ball. So that's going to do it here for the top of the 6th. Making it quick was Miguel Martinez. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th. Edinburg North up next to bat here with Real Sports Live.
Every day, looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Here at Arkham Comics, we specialize in vintage comics, figurines, collectible cards, posters, DC, Marvel, Image, Top Cow, Dark Horse, and anything that really caters to comics.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Welcome back to the bottom of the sixth here with Real Sports Live. After Miguel Martinez made a quick 3 and out on the last inning of the top of the sixth for the Cougars, sending all three batters back to the dugout without giving them a chance to swing. Now up to bat for the Cougars is going to be number 12, Jacob Baez. Emmanuel Benavides throwing the first pitch is going to be a ball number 1. So starting off with a 1-0 count. Cougars with their second to last opportunity to make a comeback here against the Economedes Jaguars to break the losing streak. A 1-1 count now for Baez. And that's going to fall into the dirt for ball number 2. Economedes Jaguars trying to hold on to get their first district win. First win of the season. Might come tonight if they're able to hang on to this lead. 2-0, not a big lead. But the way this game's been going, it seems doable. As that's going to fall into the dirt for ball number 3. So now a 3-1 count for Baez. Facing off against Benavides. And that's going to be just a bit out of the strike zone for Baez for ball number 4. So that's going to put a runner on first for the Jaguars, and that's going to bring on now to the plate number 1, Andrew Calderon for the Edinburg North Cougars. A new batter in the game now for Edinburg North. Calderon working with a runner on first and no outs. And that's going to fall into the dirt for ball number 1. Calderon able to get a hit off straight to the second baseman. Trying to work the double play, and that's going to be 2 outs just like that. And that's going to send Calderon and Baez back to the dugout. We'll take a look at that replay in full screen for you. Up next to bat's going to be number 16, Adam Castro. So while Castro gets set up, we'll be taking the replay here. Good double play right there by the shortstop, second baseman, and the first baseman. Now it's going to be Adam Castro as he hits that one into the air. Shortstop says he got it, calling everybody off. And it's going to fall right into his glove for out number 3. And that's going to do it here for the 6th inning. We'll be right back with the top of the 7th here with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because we got you a good one cooking up here. Coming down to the final inning for both teams. We'll be right back with you because Real Sports Live got you covered.
Visit our RGV Hometown Pharmacy, and Natalie's Gifts and more. We are dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and patient care. See us today to experience the RGV Hometown Pharmacy difference. Let our family take care of yours. Call 956-496-2093.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown. And he throws it down.
Welcome back to the 7th inning here with Real Sports Live in Edinburg, Texas, Edinburg North High School. Economedes Jaguars up 2-0. Final inning for both teams to make a statement. We'll see who gets their first win, if the Economedes Jaguars can pull it off. And if the Edinburg North Cougars can mount a comeback, they'll break their 6-game losing streak. It all comes down here to this inning. We got it live here for you with Real Sports Live. Batting first for the Jaguars is going to be number 9, Emmanuel Benavides, as the lineup resets for the last time here in this ball game. Miguel Martinez still pitching last inning, able to get 3 strikeouts in a row, not allowing a batter to hit as he gets strike number 1 here. It's going to be a 1-1 count now for Benavides. On deck will be number 11, Andrew Luna. Benavides thinking about swinging at that one, able to bring it back in time for ball number 2. So now a 2-1 count for Benavides. We'll see if Miguel Martinez can keep up the hot streak he had in the 6th inning, as he gets strike number 2. So now a 2-2 count. We'll see if Benavides can escape Martinez on this next pitch. A swing and a miss, and he's not going to be able to. That's going to be out number 1. Now stepping up to the plate is going to be number 11, Andrew Luna, for the Economedes Jaguars. As Martinez throws that one straight to the dirt for Luna. That's going to be ball number 1. A swing and a miss is going to be strike number 1. So now a 1-1 count for Luna. Last time Luna was at bat, he was able to get a 2-base hit. We'll see if he can repeat that, this time facing off against a new pitcher, Miguel Martinez. As that ball is just a bit out of his strike zone. That's going to be ball number 2, so a 2-1 count for Luna now, with working with 1 out and no runners on. On deck, warming up to bat, is going to be number 5, John Paul Ureste, for the Jaguars. That falls into the dirt for ball number 3. Martinez with an opportunity, or Luna with an opportunity to get walked to first. We'll see if Martinez lets him. And he's going to take him to first base, and that's going to be walking Luna to first and bringing on now number 5, John Paul Ureste, as Ureste is now working with a runner on first and 1 out. A clean count. That's going to fit right into the glove of the catcher for strike number 1, Miguel Martinez, throwing his first strike to Ureste. We'll see if we can keep it up here in the remainder of the top of the 7th. Cougars will have another opportunity to make a comeback as Martinez tries to get out Luna at first, unsuccessful. Going to focus his attention back at the plate. As we're going to get strike number 2. So an 0-2 count for John Paul Ureste at the plate for the Jaguars. Hopeful not to be the second out. And that's going to be a bit high for ball number 1. Ureste able to get that one off, trying to beat the ball to second, unsuccessful. As he's going to get his teammate out for out number 2 for the Jaguars, and Ureste is going to reside at first base. So 2 outs now for the Jaguars as Dalis Hernandez steps to the plate. Hernandez earlier in the game had a nice hit towards left field, towards left center. And he was able to get a 2-base hit there as well. We'll see if he can repeat as he goes straight over the head of the shortstop, splitting the short and center. And that's going to be a 1-base hit there for Hernandez. Just talking about what he did earlier in the game, and he does it again. Not 2-base hit, but it's going to advance the runner from first to second. So it's going to put a runner on first and second. Clean count. 2 outs for number 20, Christian Morales. As the Jaguars look to put some more or bring some more runners home and extend their lead, as the Cougars will have one last opportunity in the bottom of the 7th. Morales able to hit that one off, able to keep it in bounds, and that's going to be loaded bases for the Jaguars. And that's going to bring on now Jose Luna, number 2, for Economedes. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Christian Morales. It's going to be number 16, Ulises Martinez, stepping into first base for Morales. We'll see what Luna can do here with loaded bases and 2 outs. Facing off against Miguel Martinez for the first time. And the first pitch is going to be a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Jaguars with a great opportunity here to extend their lead and make the Cougars work for it in the bottom of the 7th. As that goes straight to the catcher's glove for strike number 2. So an 0-2 count for Luna, 2 outs and bases loaded. We'll see if he can capitalize on this next pitch here. A swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for the top of the 7th. Now Edinburg North huddling up, trying to get some words of encouragement from their coaches to focus up and regroup and try and come out of here with a W to break the 6-game losing streak. We'll find out here right after this commercial break with Real Sports Live, if they're able to pull through.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We're back here, bottom of the 7th. The last opportunity for the Edinburg North Cougars to make a comeback. And that first pitch from Benavides goes for strike number 1. Pitching or batting right now for the Cougars is going to be number 3, Mario Morales, starting off in an 0-1 count here in the 7th inning. As he's able to swing one straight down center field, and that's going to be into the glove of the center fieldman for out number 1. Speed kills, and that helped the speed get there from the runner. Get to the ball just in time. That's going to be 1 out. Now up next to bat is going to be number 24, Aaron Gonzalez for the Cougars, as he works with no runners on and 1 out. A swing and a miss on the first pitch for an 0-1 count early. As Gonzalez is going to foul that out for strike number 2. So now an 0-2 count early. Not the way the Cougars would have hoped to start this bottom of the 7th. And that's going to be out of the zone, out of the strike zone for Gonzalez. So that's going to be ball number 1. So now a 1-2 count. And ball number 2 is going to follow. So now a 2-2 count for Gonzalez at the plate. As Gonzalez sails that one up into the air. Can this be out number 2? The left fieldman says he got it, and yes, he does. So that's the second out there for the Edinburg North Cougars. And that's going to bring on number 4, George Oyarvides for the Edinburg North Cougars. Last opportunity here. We'll see if Emmanuel Benavides can get another strikeout, maybe his 6th or 7th of the night to close it out. As that ball goes just a bit high for ball number 1, that last pitch. So Oyarvides in a 1-0 count. And Benavides is going to hit Oyarvides right in the back as he's going to get walked to first base. So it's a start here to mount a comeback. Now stepping to the plate as the lineup resets for the last time for Edinburg North is Jovan Bernal, hopeful to not be the last at-bat in the ball game, as he's working with 2 outs and a runner on first. As that falls into the dirt for ball number 1. Benavides back into the dirt for ball number 2. Straight to Bernal. So now Bernal's working with an 0-2 count, a 2-0 count, excuse me. 2 outs and a runner on first. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Last opportunity to mount a comeback. Bernal able to get it. Splitting second baseman, an error right there, and that puts a runner on first and second for the Cougars. Now stepping to the plate is going to be number 19, Miguel Martinez. See if that costs the Jaguars anything with the second baseman missing that ball. Miguel Martinez now at the plate facing off against Emmanuel Benavides for the second time tonight. That's going to be strike number 1. So now an 0-1 count early for Martinez. Benavides trying to close the game out here on this next at-bat for the Cougars. And he doesn't get strike number 2, so that's going to be a 1-1 count now for Miguel Martinez at the plate for the Cougars. And Martinez able to hit that one straight to right field, and that's going to be out number 3, and that's going to do it. And they're not going to call it game. That's going to be bases loaded. Don't know what happened there, but we're going to have loaded bases, a clean count. 2 outs, and it's going to be number 17, Carlos Acosta, at the plate for Edinburg North. Carlos Acosta, an opportunity here to hit a walk-off grand slam. We'll see if he can do it. Only needing 2 scores to take us to extra innings. We'll see if he can do at least that. As that first pitch falls into the dirt for ball number 1. A lot of pressure now on the shoulders of Emmanuel Benavides. As ball number 2 follows back into the dirt, that pitch goes. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for George Oyarvides. Excuse me, that's not Oyarvides. Courtesy runner coming in for Miguel Martinez. It's going to be number 15 heading to first, Caleb Guajardo. Guajardo now at first for the Cougars. Carlos Acosta still at the plate with a 2-0 count. And that goes back into the dirt for ball number 3. So now a 3-0 count for Acosta. We'll see if Benavides walks him. If he walks him, that's going to score 1 for the Cougars. And for 4 balls in a row, that's going to bring in a runner for Edinburg North as they get their first points of the night. Still bases loaded. Now up next is going to be number 12, Jacob Baez. We got a good one here tonight on our hands. Baez talking to his coach right there. And they're going to switch out pitchers, I believe, for Edinburg Economedes. Unless they're calling a timeout, we'll see what happens here. Nonetheless, we got a timeout on the field, so we'll be right back with a great ending here at Real Sports Live in Edinburg North High School. So stay tuned because you guys do not want to miss it.
See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
It down. Hey!
So we're back here, bottom of the 7th, Real Sports Live. Bases loaded, new pitcher in the game for the Jaguars. It's going to be number 5, John Paul Ureste. Hopeful to be the one to close it out here. Only needing one more out. We'll see if he's the one to do it, to snap the 7-game losing streak here for the Jaguars. Batting at the plate for the Cougars is Jacob Baez. As that first pitch falls into the dirt for ball number 1. We're going to have ball number 2 follow. So now with 2-0 count. And strike number 1. First strike here for Ureste. Facing off against Baez. Now in a 2-1 count. 2 outs. We'll see if Ureste can make a comeback over at Baez and get them back to the dugout and end the game here and snap their 7-game losing streak. And he's going to hit that up in the air. First baseman says he's got it, and that's going to do it. As the Economedes Jaguars snap the 7-game losing streak, winning their first one. So now they are improved to 1-7 on the district play, and the Cougars fall to 2-7 as they extend their losing streak to 7 now. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live, as we got you covered, because you can watch it now and you can watch it later. All from Edinburg North High School, I'm Brandon Guzman alongside my cameraman, Eduardo Guzman. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully everyone has a safe trip home and a safe rest of your week. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Real Sports.